Porsche 356 Roadster owners, gentlemen, start your engines. We are looking at Heritage Upholstery's offering for the 356 Roadster. We're very proud of our 356 work here at Heritage. I can tell you that in our opinion and opinion of our customers, we make the very best 356 products in the world, second to none. And I hope to demonstrate that with this video. We'll just have a general overview of the entire full interior kit, and then we'll look at things in more detail. As with a lot of things, whether you're baking a cake or buying a bottle of wine, it's all to do with the quality of the ingredients and the results thereof. And in this particular case, leather. Without the high quality imported European leather, you just cannot get these results. So one thing that really separates us in the pack is the quality and the correctness of our leather, and you'll see that in the samples. Also, attention to detail. We're going to look at the panel work and seat work closer in the next couple of episodes, but you'll see as I will point out, you know, the backs of the panels are even painted silver. The little tab has the light gray vinyl as they were originally. It has the steel capping on the top that's laser cut. All the panel work is CNC cut, computer cut on our computer machine here. Another hallmark of our Heritage work is our dead straight pleats, and the high quality foam that we use within the seat is also a significant factor, that what we call sew foam, which the pleats are sewn into. Then of course we have our molded urethane cushion and backrest. You can see the perfect results we get with the pull line going across. We have a technique to do that that's proprietary. It's we get great results, slightly different from the way the factory did it, and the great thing about this technique is that it stays and looks good and lasts. Of course we'll look at the headrests in detail. The replacement, the chromes are brand new. A friend of mine in Germany reproduces them, and we buy those directly. We will cover in our presentation the seats, the chromes, and everything we have to do to prepare the seats before the covers go on. The content of the kit, it's a simple, what we call our Professionals Panel Kit is really straightforward to describe. We don't have a list of everything, but I can tell you that it's as simple as we include every single piece of soft material for the entire carpet of the car, whether it's leather or vinyl. In this particular case, leather. So if a soft material within the car, soft material being upholstery, it's included in our Professionals Panel Kit. If it's a sewn piece, it comes sewn, like these little cappings for the up near the convertible top frame. These covers go onto those steel plates. If it's something that gets glued on the car, in this particular case, you have the dash pad top, and we provide the leather appropriately oversized. This customers chose to send us these pieces to recover, and we've recovered the aluminum pieces for the dash. Otherwise that would be sent out as a strip. If it's a cover like these B-posts, the B-post covers come, and everything comes in its own bag labeled. So for instance, that's the piping for the B-post covers here. It would come in a bag saying B-post and piping for B-post. So these would be named, and you would have everything bagged individually. That really helps you or your installer know exactly where every piece goes. Another great and unique offering from Heritage is the fact that we skive our leather, fully skive our leather. This is skive leather. It's thinned down to be half the thickness of original. This was skived to be 1/3 thickness. It almost looks as if it's painted. It's actually leather that's wrapped over these vents. This is not original, but the customer wanted this look, and we did it and achieved fantastic results, as you can see. That is only possible with skived leather. Skived means the thinning of the leather, reducing the thickness. The standard auto height that we use is 1.1 to 1.4 millimeters thick, and we reduce it to anything we want. In this particular case, 0.5 millimeter, and this is even less than that. And that allows us to wrap, and also the factory used it for a reason. They didn't go to the trouble of skiving leather if there was no reason to. It's very difficult to get the leather around irregular shapes like this without it being fully skived, and so we offer that in our kit. Of course, all the covers for the surround on the Roadsters, all the aluminum pieces and steel pieces that surround the cockpit are all included. And we also manufacture here at Heritage what we call weather equipment, convertible tops, tonneaus, boots, and we'll look at those closely. This customer chose a nice German cloth in Bordeaux color. Originally was going with this charcoal as a contrast carpet in the car, but subsequently changed his mind and went with the red, which I think is a much better choice. Now, if you buy an interior kit from us, we can send you this sewn cover for the back seat. Oh, and I will explain the backrest quite soon, because I can hear you guys saying, hey, Roadsters didn't come with backrests. Yes, we know. This customer chose to be adding this into his car. Now, this would come as a cover, sewn, and then our molded urethane foam is a separate piece. And then purchasing or sending, having us recover these things is an extra option. So the shop labor, as we call it, to cover this and the backrest and the seats is on the quotes as you receive them. We have flat rates, so there's no unknowns, no moving target as far as price. And the majority of people that go with us on an interior kit will go with us on the bits that can get sent to us, the hard to cover things. The eyebrow above the clocks, for instance, aluminum pieces, and of course we make the door panels as a brand new fully upholstered panel ready to go, with all the piping already set, so it's ready to mount straight onto the car. But the seat frames, of course, can be sent to us. Anything that unbolts in the car. In fact, we've had these components before, the steel or aluminum. I forget if it's steel or aluminum. This cover in here, that gets sent. The upper garnish rails or upper door cappings, as they're sometimes known, they can be sent and for us to cover. So we have flat rates on all these things here. I will point this out later when we get when we do in detail this seat presentation. In another episode, you'll see I'll demonstrate how we these wrinkles essentially are in simply because this is a soft piece of material, and of course if you go like that, the more wrinkles come in. When this gets put in the car, it gets glued in under tension. When it's glued in under tension, you'll see that the wrinkles disappear. They basically stretch right out. It's hard to demonstrate like this, but let me see if I can do it this way. So this type of wrinkle in here would get stretched out as it gets glued down, okay? And then it comes out absolutely perfect. Of course, the more we pull on this now, to pull that out of a soft piece of material, the more it springs up and doesn't fit. So, and you can see that whenever we get a substrate that is solid, like the backrest or the front seats, we can get absolutely perfectly wrinkle-free finish, okay? And again, this customer chose to go with this for his Roadster. So I think that's a pretty good overview of our offerings, and we'll now start to look at some of these items closer individually and continue on with some other episodes.